everyone, lovely beings in the world. Here's Katherine Bihlmeier, and I bring today the lesson 137, 137, 137, which is the idea of today. When I'm healed, I'm not healed alone. This one brings me straight back into my connection with my Holy Spirit, with my divine self. Today's idea remains the central thought on which salvation rests, for healing is the opposite of all the world's ideas which dwell on sickness and on separated states. Sickness is a retreat from others and a shutting off of joining. It becomes a door that closes on a separate self and keeps it isolated and alone. Sickness is isolation, for it seems to keep oneself apart from all the rest, to suffer what the others do not feel. It gives the body final power to make the separation real, and keep the mind in solitary prison, split apart and held in pieces by a solid wall of sickened flesh, which it cannot surmount. The world obeys the laws that sickness serves, but healing operates apart from them. It is impossible that anyone be healed alone. In sickness must he be apart and separate, but healing is his own decision to be one again and to accept his self with all its parts intact and unassailed. In sickness does his self appear to be dismembered and without the unity that gives it life, but healing is accomplished as he sees the body has no power to attack the universal oneness of God's Son. Sickness would prove that lies must be the truth, but healing demonstrates that truth is true. The separation sickness would impose has never really happened. To be healed is merely to accept what always was the simple truth, and always will remain exactly as it is, has forever been. Yet, eyes accustomed to illusions must be shown that what they look upon is false. So healing, never needed by the truth, must demonstrate that sickness is not real. Healing might thus be called a counter-dream, which cancels out the dream of sickness in the name of truth, but not in truth itself. Just as forgiveness overlooks all sins that never were accomplished, healing but removes illusions that have not occurred. Just as the real world will arise to take the place of what has never been at all, healing but offers restitution for imagined states and false ideas which dreams embroider into pictures of the truth. Yet think not healing is unworthy of your function here, for Antichrist becomes more powerful than Christ to those who dream the world is real. The body seems to be more solid and more stable than the mind, and love becomes a dream, while fear remains the one real reality that can be seen and justified and fully understood. Just as forgiveness shines away all sin, and the real world will occupy the place of what you make, so healing must replace the fantasies of sickness which you hold before the simple truth. When sickness has been seen, to disappear in spite of all the laws that hold it cannot but be real, then questions have been answered, and the laws can be no longer cherished nor obeyed. Healing is freedom, for it demonstrates that dreams will not prevail against the truth. Healing is shared, and by this attribute it proves that laws, unlike the ones which hold that sickness is inevitable, are more potent than the sickly opposites. Healing is strength, for by its gentle hand is weakness overcome, and minds that were veiled off within the body free to join with other minds to be forever strong. Healing, forgiveness, and the glad exchange of all the world of sorrow for a world where sadness cannot enter are the means by which the Holy Spirit urge you to follow him. His gentle lessons and exercises teach how easily salvation can be yours, how little practice you need undertake to let his laws replace the ones you made to hold yourself a prison to death. His life becomes your own as you extend the little help he asks in freeing you from everything that ever caused you pain. And as you let yourself be healed, you see all those around you, or who cross your mind, or whom you touch, or those who seem to have no contact with you, healed along with you. Perhaps you will not recognize them all, nor realize how great you're offering to the world when you let healing come to you. But you are never healed alone, and you are never healed. The gift that you receive when you are healed. Ask the inevitable to occur and you will never fail. The other choice is but to ask what cannot be to be, and this cannot succeed. Today we ask that only truth will occupy our minds, that thoughts of healing will this day go forth from what is healed to what must yet be healed, and where that they will both occur as one. We will remember as the hour strikes, our function is to let our minds be healed, that we may care for blessings, pain for joy, and separation is not a minute of an hour worth of giving to receive a gift like this. Is not a little time a small expense to offer for the gift of everything. Yet must we be prepared for such a gift. And so we will begin the day with this, and give 10 minutes to these thoughts with which we will include today and at night, today and at night as well. When I'm healed, I'm not healed alone. And be banished from the mind of God's one Son, who is my only self. Let healing be through you this very day, and as you rest in quiet, be prepared to give as you receive, to hold but what you give, and to receive a word. Now we come together to make well all that was sick, and offer blessing where there was attack. Nor will we let dysfunction be forgot as every hour of the day slips by, remembering our purpose with this thought. When I'm healed, I'm not healed alone, and I would bless my brothers, for I would be healed with them as they are. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you for contributing to the world in doing these exercises and coming back to the true essence. This space within you can't be the ego mind. It can't be put in films and pictures. But YouTube video for you, I can tell that through just giving it to you, it is already working on me, and it always brings me more and more back and seeing more and more what is true and what is behaving an ego mind and defensiveness and attacks. So, and distraction. So, now, please subscribe and follow me on YouTube, so my YouTube channel can contribute to more people, and share that and follow, and also on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to do that, and even on newsletter, because we of course we have newsletters and we have classes with all that content. We have classes, and to go deeper and to it's all about staying in your connection with your true self, with your divinity, with God. Some call them God, some call them universe. For me, it's all the same. So, because there lies the beauty and the paradise and the ease and the joy and your stillness and such a peace and such an ease with your life. No problems showing up as problems anymore. Yes, challenges to invite you to come even deeper into this space, deeper back home. So, undoing your ego mind, that's what it is, this exercise is for. I'm sending you big hugs, and I hope I will see you one time in person, even to truly hug you, and sending all my blessings, God's blessings, and yes, and you will see more from those exercises. Thank you very much for your time and being here with me.